Hey everyone, this is Renee Fry from Talent Q, and you're listening to the Conscious Professional Podcast. More people than ever want to be happy in their career and personal life, but they're going about it all wrong. I'm here to set the record straight and emphasize the importance of prioritizing your mindset. I'm thrilled you're here. If you've listened to some of my podcast episodes, you know that I worked at Target Corporation in the past. I had an incredible career there. I spent 7 years of my professional career working at Target Corp. And for those of you who are familiar with Target, what are they known for? Their ads. They put out fun, colorful, unique commercials. They are all about branding. All of that translates to a place that is cool, hip place to shop that's affordable, right? We have this perception of Target because they have an iconic brand. Target stands with the big dogs in branding like Nike, Coca-Cola. All of their brands stand out. Let me let you in on a little secret. We are all walking brands. Every single one of you. We all have personal brands. Personal branding is how you present yourself to the world and how people perceive you. Your reputation, your perceived image, your personality, your values, your experience are all parts of your personal brand. For me, I'm all about being real, authentic, positive, and openly sharing what I know with others. Believe it or not, every interaction you have had is part of your personal brand. Whether it's in person, at an office, on Facebook, or LinkedIn. When I was at Target working at a company with an incredibly strong brand image, this is when I learned about the importance of having a personal brand. That was my first discovery, learning we all have our own personal brands. And then later it allowed me to start being more intentional about it. Why is being intentional about your personal brand important? It's important because you can define what you'd like to communicate to the world. The process of personal branding involves finding your uniqueness and building a reputation on the things you want to be known for. This reputation can help attract opportunities in your life and your career that align with your authentic self. And being intentional about creating and developing your personal brand will allow you to interact and build trusted relationships with prospective employers. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, said it best. He has a great quote. You've probably seen it on the internet. He said, "Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room." Bingo! This is exactly what personal branding is. So let's dive deeper. Do you think hiring managers and recruiters look at your brand before making decisions like inviting you in for an interview? Absolutely. If you're looking for a job and you're doing your research right, you're taking the time to check out the company's website, Googling them to see news articles, reading employee reviews on Glassdoor, yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? This should come as no surprise that companies are Googling you too. Why? Because your personal brand provides them with a clearer picture of who you are beyond your resume. Employers want to ensure that you align with their company culture, values, and expectations. Your online presence is the way you present yourself and how you engage with others on professional platforms like LinkedIn or personal platforms like Facebook. And that helps companies assess whether or not you're a good fit for their team. A strong, authentic brand demonstrates credibility, expertise, and professionalism, making you a more attractive candidate. When recruiters see consistency in how you present yourself across the platforms, it builds trust and confidence in your abilities and your work ethic. LinkedIn is seen as the professional social media platform where you can find jobs and share your experience so you can be found and recruited for opportunities as well. Our LinkedIn profiles are much more than a digital resume. It's a powerful tool that enables you to craft and share your personal brand in a way a traditional resume simply cannot. While a resume is static, a static document that lists your professional experience and skills and accomplishments, LinkedIn allows for a dynamic, interactive representation of who you are as a professional. One of the most important aspects of LinkedIn is the ability to showcase your personality and story. Your profile photo and banner create an immediate visual impression, setting the tone for how people perceive you. Your headline isn't just your job title. This is where so many people get it wrong. It's an opportunity to highlight your expertise, your industry focus, or even your professional philosophy. This tagline even follows you around when you're commenting things on LinkedIn. Have you ever noticed that with people in the past? The people on LinkedIn with the best profiles use I statements in their tagline. Unlike a resume where using I is completely taboo, the best part, you can use emojis on LinkedIn. For all of you traditional old school peeps out there, I'm being totally serious. Emojis can help you stand out from a crowd in a tremendous way. Now, you have to use the right ones, but you'll certainly stand out. The summary section allows you to go beyond bullet points and tell your career story in your own words. What drives you, what you're passionate about, how you add value to your industry. And beyond your profile itself, LinkedIn provides opportunities to engage and interact with your network. You can share insights, comment on industry trends, post updates about your professional journey, create thought leadership posts, and share specific articles that allow you to demonstrate your expertise. And then we have recommendations and endorsements from colleagues and managers and old clients to provide credibility and social proof that employers value. Another key feature of LinkedIn is networking. Unlike a resume, which is sent out passively, LinkedIn allows for proactive engagement. You can connect with hiring managers, recruiters, and industry professionals. You can send them direct messages and even get noticed through mutual connections. And by participating in industry-specific groups and discussions, you can establish yourself as an authority in your field. LinkedIn provides real-time visibility into your career progression. Recruiters and hiring managers frequently search for candidates based on certain keywords, skills, and job titles, making it crucial to have your profile optimized. Did you know every single word on your LinkedIn profile is searchable on the other side? It is. Keeping your experience, skills, and achievements up to date ensures you're going to remain discoverable by the right people at the right time. Your LinkedIn profile is your digital handshake, your opportunity to make an impression even before you step into an interview. Leveraging it strategically can open new doors to new opportunities, build relationships, and strengthen your professional presence in a way that a resume alone never ever could. And if you have a standout LinkedIn profile, you're more likely to get recruited and contacted about job opportunities, even if you're not active in a job search. This is incredible because smart people always keep an open door and listen to what opportunities are available to them, as they never know when the perfect opportunity might pop up. Let's compare two people, one with a strong LinkedIn presence and a clear brand versus one without. So the first one, Alex, has a complete and optimized profile with a professional photo and engaging summary, detailed work experience, steady stream of relevant posts and industry insights. Alex engages with others with thoughtful comments and discussions, and he showcases his expertise and thought leadership. They even have recommendations from former colleagues, managers, and clients that's reinforcing his credibility. And when a recruiter searches for candidates in their industry, Alex appears at the top of the search due to their strategic use of keywords and active engagement. Then we have, on the other hand, a second person. Jordan has a sparse, outdated LinkedIn profile with little to no activity. Jordan's profile lacks a professional photo, and the summary is missing, and they have minimal connections and minimal engagement. When a hiring manager comes across their profile, there's little to differentiate them from others, making it harder to assess their unique value. Jordan may have the exact same skills and experience as Alex, but their lack of online presence makes them less visible and less memorable. Who's going to get the interview? Yeah, you're smart people. You guessed it. Alex is. In today's digital age, hiring decisions are often influenced by a candidate's online presence. A well-crafted LinkedIn profile can make the difference between getting noticed and being overlooked. So invest that time in building a strong personal brand so you can position yourself as a top choice for new opportunities, whether you're actively seeking employment or not. Now, let's break down the key elements that make a compelling and impactful personal brand. First is clarity. Know what you stand for and what makes you unique. Before you can communicate your personal brand, you need to be clear about who you are and what you bring to the table. Great questions to ask yourself to figure this out are, what are my core values? What problems do I solve? What makes me different from others in my field? Think of clarity as your North Star. It guides you to everything you do, from the opportunities you pursue to the way you introduce yourself. Without clarity, your brand can feel scattered or confusing to others. And when you have a strong sense of identity, you become memorable and magnetic to the right people. Number 2 is consistency. You gotta have messaging that aligns across platforms. Your personal brand should feel the same, whether someone encounters you on LinkedIn, hears you speak on a podcast, or meets you in person. Consistency builds trust. When your messaging, tone, and visuals align across platforms, people feel confident in what to expect from you. You know, one of my biggest pet peeves on LinkedIn is when someone has a really outdated photo, like one photo from them from 15 or 20 years ago, and they don't even look like that anymore. When you jump on a video interview, you're surprised to find they don't even look like their profile picture. When I meet people who only know me from LinkedIn and I meet them in person, they always say, "You look just like your profile photo." Yeah, it's because I should. If your resume says you're a strategic leader, but your social media presence is silent or contradicts that message, that creates confusion. The key is to make sure your values, messaging, and expertise show up the same way everywhere. So make sure your LinkedIn, resume, social media, and other profiles are aligned. Do they all tell the same story? If not, tweak them for alignment. The third element in personal branding is visibility. Actively show up through posts, networking with others, and share some thought leadership and articles. You have the most amazing skills, but if no one knows who you are, your personal brand won't work for you. Visibility is all about getting in front of the right people through strategic networking, content creation, and engagement. Post valuable content that showcases your knowledge and insights. This could be LinkedIn posts, blog articles, videos, or even comments on industry discussions. Network with intention. Don't just collect connections, build relationships. Engage in conversations, attend events, and be part of communities relevant to your industry. Position yourself as a thought leader, whether it's speaking on panels, writing articles, or sharing unique insights. Find ways to establish yourself as an authority in your field. The fourth element is authenticity. Don't just say what you think employers want to hear. Be yourself. People can sense when you're trying too hard to fit into a mold. Your personal brand should reflect your real strengths, passions, and personality. By being authentic, doesn't mean sharing every detail of your personal life. It means showing up as you, not a scripted version of what you think will impress others. And this can be so difficult for many of us. So many of us are worried about what others will think. Throw this belief out the window. Take that trash out of your mind. Because do you really want to know what's happening on the other side? People are more worried about what you think of them than what they're thinking about you. So drop that BS and get yourself out there. Be authentic. The world needs you. And when you embrace authenticity, you naturally attract the right opportunities because people connect with who you are, not just what you do. And others can sense when you aren't being authentic. They can see right through it. Employers and clients want to work with someone they trust, and that trust is built through authenticity. Review your last professional interactions. Were you truly yourself? Or were you trying to fit an expectation or a certain mold? If you've been holding back, think of ways to show more of your personality and your unique perspective. The last element is credibility. A strong personal brand isn't about what you say, it's about what you prove. Credibility is built through past results, sharing success stories, client testimonials, case studies that highlight your impact. Ask for endorsements from past colleagues or clients. A recommendation from a respected professional carries weight. And publishing insights, speaking at events, or appearing as a guest on podcasts positions yourself as an authority in your field. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I have been so behind on this. I haven't been posting, my LinkedIn profile is outdated, and I have no idea how to position myself. Relax. I got you. You're exactly where you need to be. There is no need to stress, no need to feel like you're falling behind, because here's the thing. There's no behind. I haven't always been intentional about my personal brand. Remember, I just learned about it when I went to work at Target. I was 30 years old, for crying out loud, when I learned about personal branding. I was way behind the ball, people. If you see me now all over the internet on video and posts, it's because I grew that skill over time. At one time in my life, I cared so much about what other people thought of me, I was hiding out. Coupled with that, I was also petrified of public speaking. So back then, you would have never caught me on video. It took me over 1 year attending and being active at Toastmasters to finally feel comfortable speaking in front of people. My company, Talent Q, has been in business now for 10 years. And with that, I knew I needed to put myself out there more when I got started. So over the years, I slowly gained momentum with my personal brand. Today, I'm comfortable on video and being myself all over the internet. And the best thing is, I overcame caring what other people thought about me. I don't mind what anyone thinks about me. Well, except my daughters, my husband, and my team. I care a lot about what they think. Everyone else, doesn't matter. I don't mind. Your personal brand isn't a race. It's a journey. And the best part is you can start by building it today. There is no better time than right now to take control of your narrative. It doesn't matter if you've never posted on LinkedIn before, if your resume has been collecting digital dust, or if you haven't made a single professional connection in months. What matters is that you recognize the importance of your personal brand now, and that's the first step. Are you feeling uncomfortable? That's normal. If you're feeling a little hesitant about putting yourself out there, trust me, You're not alone. I've been there. Maybe you're worried about what people will think. Maybe you feel like you don't have anything important to say. Maybe the idea of self-promotion feels cringy or unnatural. I get it. Visibility can be uncomfortable at first, but here's the truth. No one is thinking about you as much as you think they are. People are always busy worrying about their own careers, their own challenges, their own insecurities. And the people who are paying attention, they are the ones who will benefit from your insights, your experiences, and your expertise that you're going to share. Your personal brand isn't about bragging or being someone you're not. It's about showing up authentically and providing value. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes, just like riding a bike. All right, let's talk about the first simple steps you can take right now. If putting yourself out there feels overwhelming, let's start small. You don't have to create a TED Talk tomorrow. You don't have to post every day or suddenly transform into a content machine. Here are a few simple ways to ease into building your personal brand. Update your LinkedIn headline to clearly reflect who you are and what you do. Engage with someone else's content. Like or comment on a post that resonates with you. Share a quick career insight. It could be as simple as, one thing I've learned in my industry is fill in the blank. Ask a colleague for a LinkedIn recommendation to start building your credibility. Remember, progress over perfection, people. You don't need to have it all figured out today. Your personal brand is something that evolves over time, and it will become more natural as you lean into it. The key is starting, even if it's a little messy, even if it's imperfect. So take a deep breath, shake off the anxiety, and start where you are. I promise you're right on time. Your personal brand is your professional reputation. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. And the key to building a strong brand is to be clear, consistent, visible, authentic, and credible. And when you focus on these elements, opportunities will start to find you. I have a quick challenge for all of you. Go audit your online presence. Hop over to Google and search your name. What comes up? Is it aligned with how you want to be perceived? If not, clean it up. If you find little to no information, take that as a sign to start being more intentional and visible. And remember, you get to shape your narrative. Your personal brand is out there waiting to be created by you. If you need any help with this, I've put together a collection of outreach templates and resources to make connecting with others easier so you don't have to stare at a blank screen wondering what to say. Plus, my elevator pitch template will help you define who you are in a compelling way that is clear and memorable. So head over to my coaching website that's always linked in the show notes and grab these templates today. They are waiting for you. So the key points from today's episode are, you are a personal brand. Just like Target, Nike, and Coca-Cola, every individual has a personal brand. LinkedIn is the perfect place to start elevating your personal branding game. Having a strong brand consists of 5 elements: clarity, consistency, visibility, authenticity, and credibility. And go Google yourself and do an audit of your online presence. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Share this episode with someone you love and go make one change to be better than you were yesterday. Live your life with intention. I believe in you. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible. So if you would, please hit the follow button so we can grow our community of conscious professionals. Whether you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can find the button at the top of the page. See you next week, everyone. Cheers.